Going into 2020, my goal is to make my farm more productive and more profitable so that I can spend more time on farm learning how to be self-sufficient, how to grow and raise our own food. Today we're going to talk about the homestead home office. I'm in a part of my house I don't show very often on YouTube. In fact, I don't know if I have ever shown you this part of our home on YouTube, and here's why. The way things are now, this home office is not very useful. I dread coming in here. I've known I wanted to work on this project for a while, and I've just been putting it off because when I think about it, it's a little bit overwhelming. And so rather than make it a place that is inviting and welcoming and where I want to come sit down and dream about the homestead, it becomes a place that I just dread having to clean. And so I just pile stuff up on top of that desk and under it and around it and on the shelves beside it. It's kind of rainy and cold outside, so today is a good day to work on an indoor project. And now this is a space that someone would want to come in and sit down and work. This is a space I would want to come in and sit down and work at. This rock was found here on our property by our garden recently. I found it, and it's obviously man-made, and there were Indians that used to live in this area, Native Americans, so it looks like it was probably used as some sort of cutting instrument. It's rather sharp, so I think that's really interesting, and that I have that heritage here on our farm. This Alrock was painted for me by my friend Callie, and it's on my desk, and it makes me happy. The more on-farm income we can produce, the less time I have to spend driving in my car to go work interpreting in other places. And I think it's kind of a snowball effect. The more time I'm here, the more time I can focus on making the farm profitable. The less time I can work means more time here, and so on, and it just kind of will multiply. Part of that is going to involve having a plan, going in knowing what I want to get done for the year with the animals and with the garden, so that we have food to provide for ourselves and hopefully some to sell. That's the plan anyway. I know plans aren't perfect, and I have no doubts, no delusions that I'm going to follow my plan perfectly to a T and everything is going to work smoothly and it's going to be great. I know all the sayings about best laid plans, and we make plans and God laughs. I understand that. I understand that there are factors outside of our control, the weather, things can come up with family and friends. So I'm not under any delusions that everything is going to go according to the plan, but I also think that I don't know enough about farming and gardening yet to just do things by memory, to just, figure it out as I go. I really want to have a plan in place. This is my planner. It started in April of this year, 2019, and so far you can see that I pretty much haven't done, I did some record keeping in June, a little bit in July, and then I kind of fell off the wagon. This is where I'm going to do my tasks for each month, my at a glance tasks. This is where I'm going to write down when things were actually done, and then this goes all the way through June of next year. Farm sales, sketches, plans, and dreams. So this is going to kind of be a catch-all notebook, and I'm just starting into bullet journaling, so I thought I might use some of those methods in here. And so this is my table of contents, and so far all that I'm doing in here is farm sales records. I feel like, especially in the garden, I kind of chase the seasons. I'm thinking, oh no, it's May. People already have things growing and I haven't even planted anything yet. Oh no, what should I plant now? Do I have any seeds? Do I need to go to the store? That's really not a good way to live on a farm, and that's certainly not a way to be very successful. That can be fun if you're doing this as a hobby, but I'm really trying to provide most of the food for our family from our farm. And So I really want to hit the ground running with a plan in place. Something else that I wanted to talk about was record keeping. And I think it's important to keep records on the homestead so that you can see what worked and what didn't. How many of that vegetable did we plant and how much harvest did we reap? I think that those kind of record keeping things help you to plan for the future and to see what mistakes you can avoid repeating. I have a great green binder that I started using when I was doing my garden 2 years ago. I made up these little pages in a simple document, and I have the year, I have the image. That year I ordered all my seeds from Baker Creek, so I took the image off their website, the description off their website, how much I paid for it, where I got it. Harvest dates were supposed to go here, but there really wasn't enough room. Planting dates, planting notes, harvest amounts and dates, I combined that together. And then sale price and amounts and storage type and amounts, which I didn't actually end up using these 2 boxes, but I might in the future. So I may modify this form, but it was pretty handy. This year I didn't keep records in it, but I really intend to, and I want to start a second one for our animals as well. I'm really looking forward to keeping track of what we have done, what we're doing now, and where we're going. I really think this is going to help our homestead run more efficiently and more successfully. I'm probably going to reorganize these shelves. I've got bins there. I've got a bin full of winter clothes, more bins. Here I have some of my homestead library, square foot gardening, market gardener, canning for dummies. I also have the fall blue book canning guide, some file folders and spiral notebooks. I love notebooks. Some more books in a bin, and then I've got some seeds down there, and I need to find a better home for those seeds. I'm sure that's not the best storage for them. So this is probably the next homestead project. Do you have any tips for me on bullet journaling, on planners, on record keeping, on having a homestead home office? If you have some ideas, I'd love the inspiration. Be sure and leave those in the comments, and I'll try to get back to you within the next 24 hours. If it's not that quick, it's usually less than a week. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today in my homestead home office. If you found this video helpful or fun, would you consider giving it a thumbs up and then subscribing and hitting that bell? That way you will know every time a new video comes out. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great weekend. And then this rock was painted for me by my friend Kelly. So thanks, Kelly. It sits here on my desks.